Violent Buddhist extremists are targeting Muslims in Sri Lanka. Nationalism is being featured through social media, exacerbating long-held tensions and culminating in riots earlier this year. New clashes between Buddhist extremists and Muslims occurred in two different towns in Sri Lanka, Kandy and Ampara, in early 2018, triggered in part by hate-filled posts spread by nationalistic Sinhala Buddhist Facebook groups. These riots resulted in the death of one Muslim and the destruction of many buildings. To many non-Buddhists outside Asia, this sort of violence can seem surprising. Westerners think of Buddhism as a peaceful religion, folding Buddhist terms and practices into stress relief practices such as mindfulness. But like any religion, Buddhism has a far more complicated story than that, and Sri Lanka has seen many disturbing and violent episodes that attest to that fact. The Buddhist Protestantism of the 19th century, the monks who invoked Buddhist texts to justify the Sri Lankan civil war, and the extremist movements searching today all have one thing in common: a belief that Sri Lanka is a Buddhist nation that must be protected from foreign elements, violently if necessary. The Sri Lankan case shows that nationalism and extremism can be filtered through anything. The movement known as Buddhism Revivalism or Protestantism in Sri Lanka started with Anagarika Dharmapala 1864 to 1933. Known as the father of Buddhist Protestantism in Sri Lanka, Dharmapala had an anti-imperialist and nationalist agenda. Besides fighting the British, who ruled Sri Lanka, then Ceylon, at the time, Dharmapala focused on founding Buddhist schools and strengthening the Sinhala language and Buddhism in Sri Lanka's public sphere. To this day, Sinhala nationalists portray him as a hero and a savior from the evil influence of Western domination. His birthday is celebrated every year in the Sri Lankan media, reminding people of the deeds of a national hero. In 1915, police changed the original route of a Buddhist festival procession in order to prevent them from passing a mosque. Mockery by Muslims did not help the matter, and riots soon erupted in Sri Lanka, pitting Sinhala Buddhists against Muslims. 25 Muslims were killed, around 200 were injured, mosques were damaged, and many businesses belonging to Muslims were destroyed. The British were accused of killing both Sinhala and Muslims when they tried to stop the riots, providing the spark that ignited the Sri Lankan independence movement.